Hello, my name is Tammy Medlin, and I am the local history genealogy librarian at the Wilson County Public Library. Thank you for joining us for Hackney Brothers, a Wilson business tale. The company traces its roots back to 1854 and Willis Napoleon Hackney, a coach/carriage maker. Born in Nash County, he later moved to Wilson and was a member of several firms. He had 3 sons to follow in his footsteps: Thomas Jennings Hackney, George Hackney, and Willis Douglas Hackney. In 1871, he opened the firm Hackney and Son. W.N. Hackney deeded his business to his sons in 1886 before dying a year later. This is an ad from the Wilson Advance in 1891. Hackney Brothers and Simpson, manufacturers of buggies and carriages, farm wagons and carts, Wilson, North Carolina. Simpson had been added to the firm, but only remained for 2 years. Thomas Jennings Hackney, the oldest son, moved to Rocky Mount and opened a branch of the business there. He later served as mayor. George Hackney and Willis Douglas remained in Wilson. Unfortunately for Thomas, the Rocky Mount factory caught fire and burned in 1890, and it was decided not to rebuild. The Wilson factory, run by George and Willis Douglas, prospered and expanded. This is a photo of the Hackney factory workers in the late 19th century. The company had 2 lines of products: buggies and carriages and wagons and carts. This ad shows a Hackney buggy near Mebane, North Carolina, and it was a prize in a contest. 4th prize, a fine rubber-tiered buggy made by the famous buggy manufacturer of Wilson, the Hackney Brothers. This buggy may be seen at the storage room of Holt and May, Burlington, North Carolina. In 1903, it was decided to split the company in 2. George would run Hackney Brothers and focus on carriages and coaches, while Willis Douglas would run the new Hackney Wagon Company. In 1920, the split became permanent, and Willis Douglas gave up all claim and interest in the Hackney Brothers, while George did the same to Hackney Wagon. The Hackney Wagon Company lasted well into the 20th century, but the decrease in horse-drawn vehicles eventually forced it into bankruptcy. George Hackney and Hackney Brothers did a better job of changing with the times. This is an ad from the Wilson Daily Times in March 1919. Hackney Brothers, Wilson, North Carolina, Automotive Department, out of the way and fair weather. Instantly available when storms arise. That's the advantages of having one of our quickly adjustable tops. It means protection from the heaviest storms or the hottest sun. It means an insurance of auto comfort more than any other accessory affords. Our specialty, painting cars and building truck bodies. Call in to see us. Hackney had been used to making roofs for their buggies. Now they had switched and began making the same tops for cars. But how do you build a truck body? What exactly did the Hackney Brothers do? They would receive an engine from an automobile manufacturer, like Ford's Model T, and place it on a platform with wheels. They would then build a body and attach it to the truck form. The slide on the right shows one of their early efforts. This photo shows the Hackney Brothers factory yard in 1936. It is all truck chassis. They stopped making buggies in 1928. Hackney Brothers soon changed its name to Hackney Brothers Body Company. They made many different types of trucks. 2 can be seen below. On the left is a fire truck for the Fremont Fire Department, and on the right is a utility truck that were very popular with electric companies. Even after cars and trucks were popular on the road, many farmers still relied on animals for field work. Pictured here is a 2-mule hauler built by Hackney. Hearse or ambulance. The same basic design was used for both. This is not as strange as it sounds. Up until the 1960s, many funeral homes offered ambulance service. Hackney began making buses in the 1920s. This is a photo of a 1930s school bus. This is a photo of a school bus interior from the same time period. I don't think today's children would find them very comfortable. Hackney obtained several military contracts during World War II, including one for ammunition lockers and another for passenger buses for the military. More women also joined the company workforce at this time. Hackney was a Wilson company. In 1942, they made the first Wilson County bookmobile. It was constructed of wood due to scarcity of metal during the war. Hackney stopped making buses in the 1960s, but remained known for its refrigerated trucks, especially those that delivered milk and ice cream. It was quite a change from the ice wagons W.N. Hackney made in the 19th century. In May 1996, the Hackney family sold the company to Kidron, which was owned by Transportation Technologies. The family assured everyone the company would remain in Wilson. This turned out not to be the case. In October, it was announced that the Wilson plant would be closing by the end of the year, and operations would be consolidated at Hackney & Sons in Washington, North Carolina, which was founded by W.N. Hackney's grandson, James. It was completely separate from the Wilson plant and made rescue vehicles and beverage trucks. It had already been purchased by Transportation Technologies. Trucks would still carry the Hackney name, but after 142 years, they would no longer be made in Wilson. Unless otherwise noted, the photographs used in this program are part of the Hackney Brothers Body Company collection, which is part of the larger North Carolina collection at Barton College. Thank you for joining us for Hackney Brothers, a Wilson business tale.